Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
We begin with breaking news this evening. 2 people are dead after a house fire in South Fargo early this morning. It happened at 2101 52nd Street South just before 7:30. Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter, Bailey Hurley, joins us live now from the scene with the very latest. Bailey.
Yeah, Andrea, officials say that the 3 people who were able to safely evacuate from the townhome and the fire this morning came from that south unit of this townhome you see behind me, while the 2 people who were found dead were in that north unit, and one was found inside the garage while the other was found inside the home. Now, as you can see and hear, Fargo Police and Fargo Fire are still here on scene. Fargo Police still have their critical incident bus here as they process the inside of this home. At this time, police say it's unclear if the 2 who were involved had any sort of homicidal violence, but they do tell me that update is expected within the next hour. Neighbors in this area tell me that they didn't see or hear anything, and they say that the 2 people who lived in that north unit kept to themselves and were very quiet. Fargo Police tell me that since the early 2000s, they've only responded to that home 3 times. Now, of course, we'll check back in with you at 5:30 and hopefully have some more information for you. For now, live in Fargo, Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
All right, thank you, Bailey. A damage report for the home is not yet available. We've got quite a storm barreling our way with freezing rain, up to a foot of snow for some, and wind chills of 40 to 50 below. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson right away tonight to break it down. Hutch?
Well, it's our first blizzard warning of the season here in the Red River Valley. It does include Grand Forks, Fargo, Hankinson, all the way up to the international border and Pembina. Devil's Lake, your area is in a winter weather advisory, a little less snowfall there. Winter storm warning for most of Minnesota, including Detroit Lakes, Fergus Falls. Some of you could see blizzard conditions and may be upgraded to a blizzard warning as well. We'll see as the event unfurls. It's just getting started in the northern Rockies of Wyoming and begins for most of us, the snowfall that is, after midnight. Here's a few cities and when the snow begins to fly. If at all possible, it'll be best to make sure you are where you want to be for the day, because the snow and the wind will last throughout the day on Wednesday. How much snow? Less to the west, 0 to 3 inches. Notice Fargo and Grand Forks, we're right on the line, of course, making it fun and difficult, but 2 to 6 inches for a great area, including the Southern Valley into Lakes Country, isolated 6+ as we head into your Wednesday. Expect winds gusting to 60 miles per hour, Andrea. More on this storm in a minute. Tonight, get all of your errands done, get to where you want to be, and download the Valley News Live weather app and stay ahead of the storm. I'll have much more in hour-by-hour style about what the storm is going to bring to your backyard here in a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Hutch. A snow day tomorrow for Fargo Public School students. FPS has canceled classes and extracurriculars on Wednesday due to the potential for whiteout conditions tomorrow morning. April 30th will be the makeup day. If you registered to pick up meals for winter break, the meal pickups will be held today instead of tomorrow. Some parents tonight are speaking out, frustrated, as Fargo students were already supposed to be doing a distance learning day tomorrow. We'll have much more on this story tonight on Valley News Live at 9 and 10. 2 people are injured after getting rear-ended by a semi on I-29 today. It happened 9 miles north of Hillsboro around 11:30 in the morning. Police say 70-year-old Edwin Ehlers slowed down abruptly in the passing lane, and that's when he was rear-ended by a semi. He and his 13-year-old passenger were both injured in the crash and taken to a hospital. The driver of the semi was not hurt. Police in Frazee, Minnesota are looking for a driver involved in a hit and run that occurred Sunday evening around 5:45. The vehicle apparently ran off the road and hit an air conditioning unit before speeding off. Police are looking for a mid-2000s GMC Envoy or Chevy Trailblazer that's black or dark blue. It likely has a damaged front bumper. If you have any information on the vehicle or the driver, contact Frazee Police. 2 stolen vehicles out of Norman County led to 2 arrests in Becker County. Authorities say they tried to stop 2 vehicles for speeding Friday morning in West Sugarbush Township, but the drivers took off. One driver eventually went into a ditch, then ran away, but was arrested a short time later. Authorities arrested the other driver after he crashed. Matthew Dodd of Ogama, Minnesota, and Jackson Widme of Detroit Lakes are in the Becker County Jail, facing charges of theft, fleeing police, receiving stolen property, and felon in possession of ammunition of a firearm. Cass County deputies need your help finding this stolen motorcycle. The Sheriff's Department says it was stolen out of Horace. If you see it, call authorities at this phone number, 241-5844. A 37-year-old man is being treated for multiple gunshot wounds after police say he got into a fight with another man. It happened before 4 this morning in the 500 block of Oak Street in Alexandria. A 38-year-old man was held for questioning. Police say this was an isolated incident and there's no danger to the public. Police say they found the man responsible for smashing the windows of Senator John Hoeven's office in downtown Fargo. It was reported yesterday morning. They haven't released his name yet, but detectives will forward their report to the state's attorney's office for possible charges. A Sanford COVID nurse is celebrating tonight as she says this week marked her first and only patient she's had leave the ICU.
I couldn't even put a number to the amount of patients I lost, and that's why we were so touched. The fact that he gets to leave here today is nothing short of a Christmas miracle.
Tommy Nienhaus is the University of Jamestown's head soccer coach and was first admitted to the ICU in mid-November, where he spent many days in critical condition on a ventilator. But after 42 days, Tommy is now in the rehab wing of the hospital and should be able to go home within the next 2 weeks.
Grateful to be alive and grateful to have my health.
A GoFundMe has been set up for Nienhaus and his family. You can find it on our VNL News app. Just click on this story. Administrators at Centennial Elementary School dressed as snowmen today to reward their students for beating their fundraising goal for the Fill the Dome event. The school was challenged to raise $3,000 between December 7th and the 10th through a coin drive. They ended up raising $3,013.12. The school's principal and dean of students also celebrated the achievement by singing Frosty the Snowman during all lunch periods.
To give $3,000 to the Great Plains Food Bank means a lot to our building, to our community, just that we can give back to the community and make sure families have what they need.
Normally, Centennial participates in the Fill the Dome event by collecting food items. By raising money this year, it allows the Great Plains Food Bank to stretch money and purchase more food through partnerships with local organizations. A group of mothers is calling for change in Minneapolis, saying too many kids are dying in the streets from violent crime. We'll have their story coming up.
Well, step outdoors now and enjoy the warmth. It's in the 50s down in the Southern Valley. We enjoyed upper 30s in the Northern Valley today. Big changes as we begin the season of winter here with a blizzard warning. First alert weather day tomorrow. Your hour-by-hour forecast is next.